Hi, I'm Jake. I'm 15 and welcome to Orpheus Games. Today, I'm really excited to unbox Destinies by Lucky Duck Games, published by Lucky Duck Games, designed by Michat Golubowski and Filip Milonsky. Sorry, I'm sorry if I just butchered your name, but I think it's important to recognize the people behind the games that we enjoy so much. Anyway, I'm super excited to dive into this cooperative dungeon diving app-driven experience, which I heard great things about and I'm super interested to try. It's in number 300 something on Board Game Geek, and I'm really excited to try it. You're gonna have characters moving about on cards and discovering different and interacting with different locations and ultimately completing the goal of the scenario. For some mood setting, the prophets of the angel of death and his descent upon the earth to bring forth the end of days. The chosen few will be given the power to shape these ordeals and bring onto others both punishment and salvation. Their deeds will be the testament to the will and strength of the mortal. This seems super exciting. It's 2 hours to 2.5, 14 plus, and 1, 2, 3 players, which is great because recommended 2 players, and that's what I play with most. And now, take off the shrink wrap, and then the most satisfying part of opening any game will be, of course, and now, of course, the great. Let's hear it. Ooh, that was amazing. That's the best for such a small game like this I've had before. Great box art. Here, rule book, base game. That's weird. I haven't heard anyone say that before. Skill reference, but I don't care about the rule book. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to look at the fancy menus and stuff. Well, that's cool. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but there's designs in here of, I guess, where to put things. And then, of course, some tiny, itty bitty baby little menus for the game. Oh, they're so cute. Here we have a night-looking person, and then a woman with a bird. Oh, they're so tiny. I don't know if you'll be able to focus, but they're so small. Oh, they're so cute. I have no idea how these go back. And then, of course, the giant, pretty normal-sized mini death dude, whatever. He looks pretty cool. These are used in the scenario mostly to mark places, so the small minis won't be that much of a problem, but it helps the game come in at a reasonable price. In fact, I got this at my local game store on sale for $40, $45, I think, since there was a sale, but it's a really good price for such a small game like this. Or a big game, which could have easily been significantly more expensive. Here are the player boards, nothing different since you'll change characters between the scenarios. Destinies. And then you'll have your different traits. In fact, you're going to have circles, which you'll put in here to denote where you are for the traits. And then you'll roll dice to determine different passes that you get for them. And the better and further to the right your circles are, the better you'll do and more likely you are to pass. Next up here we have this sheet of tokens. We have coins, interest points, and other interest markers, I guess, in the bottom right. We'll pop them open in a second to see how they work. Then a bunch of crown tokens, more interest points, and more unknown symbols. They pop out very well. Oh, these are very thick. That's very nice. I don't know if you're able to tell, but they're very thick components, very nice and very unlikely to bend. Those are very nice. Put you back in, put you back over there. Then another plastic layer. And a bunch of cards. Here are all the locations. I'm not going to go through all of them since they're supposed to be secret, which you discover throughout. And you start on the black and white site and know maybe what's over there. And then when you discover it, you turn it over to the color side. And you can see, if you take this off. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. For example, if you see here, this is the more black and white side. You don't know what's exactly there, but then when you discover it, you'll flip it over to see more specifically. And then you'll put out these minis to denote like where you should go if you're in that area. Like different places you can interact with. So that I think is cool and better than tokens. I'll show you some reading above camera, but I'm not going to look at them too closely so I don't get spoiled. You're going to be having an app, and you're going to be scanning different items and things to try to determine the cause of mysteries and unfurl the story. And in fact, you're racing against other players to complete the goal of the scenario. Put those back, since it's just boring looking at the same things for so long. But under them, we have dice. 6 chunky whites and 9 small purple ones. Oh, and then an embossed logo for oh, that's so cool. There's like a logo of dice at the bottom so you can know where to put them back. These ones in particular are very big and chunky and nice. They go from 1, 2, 3 to 4. Those are nice. Oh, those are cool. I like those. And then let's put the purples back too. And there's that cool decoration around the sides, which is also interesting. Get in there. Over here we have the different characters you can play as. There's 3 different possible options for each scenario, each with their own story and interactions. And then they'll change each scenario so you're never playing the same person. In fact, it's not really a campaign, except I think there's a few scenarios that work like a campaign that you should like know what happened to the others, but overall they can be played separately, I believe. Let's open this. Oh, these are also some item cards. Here we have the noble, the witch, the huntsman, those are the first scenario, the soldier, the nun, the woodsman, the guardian, the corruptor. Oh, that guy's cool. The savior, the righteous, the humble, the wise, the cruel, the coward, the faithless. Huh, interesting. Put those over there. Oh, we can swap these guys. Oh man. Flip you over. Put it on top. And slot you back there. This all fits together very well. It doesn't seem like there's any wasted space or anything in the insert. Except I left it down on top. That's what was messing me up. And then we have items. These are all ones you can gain, and then you scan a QR code to work between, for example, let's say I want to try to use this bloody trophy to like call my horse or something. You can scan the 2 and see if you can form an interaction between them. Except if you think the QR codes are glaring, they kind of are. And in their game after this, Destinies, they fixed that by having like an artsy piece that works like a QR code scanner. And I'm not going to look through all of those since we have a bunch more over here. I wonder what these are for on the side. So I guess tokens you'll punch out. That's very smart. They have space for all this different stuff in the game. Let's just open these items. Huh. And then they have discard effects on the bottom. Those are cool. I like the art for this game. It's very unique and different, very like medieval D&D-ish. I think you could use the locations easily for a D&D game. I don't personally play D&D, but my brother does. He really likes that. Well, he liked it before COVID. We haven't really had a chance since then. And let's put these cards back. Not gonna see those beneath. There's some more items, yeah. And then over here we have the circle markers, which will go in your player board to denote where you are for your skills. For example, let's say you were here, then you had like 6 and there. Here could be your example setup, and then your character card will go just up there. Speaking of character cards and how you're setting up, I think I'll punch some of this stuff out, then look for a 2-player setup for the first scenario. I'll be right back. This is the 2-player setup for Destinies. Over here you have your character minis, and then one of the minis was used as an interaction point for the church, and then you had small descriptions of the area around you could go explore. You have dice, coins, different levels, and each character had a starting item. I'm not going to reveal much else, but this is the starting setup, and you can see how much table space it takes up, at least for now. This has been Destinies. Thanks for watching. This was Orpheus Games, and make sure to stick around in case you have something else you're interested in.